Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 35 of the Road to the Top series. I am Stay Toasty. And as you can see, we've ended off the season. We're ending off the season really well. We've won 4 games in a row, which is really great to see. Obviously, you guys saw the 2-0 win against Lulatan. Last episode, we ended up winning. Let's look at the schedule. Actually, we won 2-0 against Sporting Bay and 2-0 against Angrense. Quality play. I mean, we played really well. I think in every one of these games, the victory that we got was deserved. In this game, it took us a while to get the goals, but once we did, we played pretty well. Bove has been in with Rui Teixeira still out. We didn't have that much possession, but I thought we played really well, and the quality of our play was what I was really happy about. Then this next game we came up against Angrense, and this game we played really well in. We missed a penalty in the 43rd minute. That's why Bruno Sanchez had such a low rating. I mean, I saw he was at 5.7. I was like, I know penalties, players usually go down because if they miss a penalty, but that seemed pretty ridiculous. So I brought him off, just to help out a little bit. And I brought him off in the, I don't know when, 47th minute. And after that, we really, I don't know what he improved. I don't want to say it was all, Vasquez coming on, Bruno Sanchez coming off, because Bruno Sanchez played well. But, Firmino and Lysenko got the goals. Really good goal by Firmino. He's been scoring some really great goals, really playing well here at the end of the season. So that's our 2 wins. Now we look at the table. I mean, we're firmly kind of upper mid-table kind of team with very far. There's no relegation problems this year. We're clearly one of the better teams in the division, and you can definitely see where everybody stands. Gondomar is kind of head and shoulders above everybody else. Then there's these secondary teams. We're in this next group right here. These 3 teams right here. Then there's likes of Sport, these teams, and then the bottom 3. So you can definitely see where teams are kind of grouping overall. And we're definitely in this kind of secondary group. This is likes of if you're going to compare it to maybe the EPL, where maybe an Everton, Southampton last couple years, kind of getting those results, like a West Ham last year. We're definitely that level of team right now, which is good to see, and we're definitely going to finish in 6th, 7th, and 8th. 6th, 7th, or 8th, depending on our result today. That's kind of where we're gonna fall. It's going to be interesting to see these teams because, I think Coimbra, Gil Vicente, Leixões, Coimbra, that might be depending on head-to-head results and goal differential. That might be different, but there's definitely something here that's going to be very interesting to see here at the end in the last week of the season. So it's going to be an interesting game. I mean, we don't really have anything to play for at this point because of the results we've gotten. But, it's nice to see, we can still move up a spot and we can drop a spot for sure. But I think we can move up to 6th and be a top, 16, which would be really nice. So let's get into our star lineup today and get into the game. Alright, guys, so this is going to be the lineup for today. Probably if you look up and down, the team, this is probably our best 11. Bruno Sanchez has played well since he came in the last couple months with Vasquez out, but Vasquez has basically been the star of the entire season. Grimshaw has played more than Louredo, but Louredo's been the better player in that position. These 3, I don't think there's any doubt of the impact they've had on this team this season, and Paredes, our best striker, up top. So it's nice to see that we're kind of finishing the season off with our best players available to us. Considering the season we've had with, I should start in the game, starting into the game instead of just going into my spiel here. But we've it's definitely nice to see after the injury troubles we had, likes of Silva, Paredes, Delica. I mean, everybody seems to have picked up a knock somewhere in the season, missed at least a month or so. It's nice to finally see that we're at least at the end of the season, we're in some sort of health. So we're coming up against today Famila Song. They have everything to play for. If Real just below them gets a win, and they lose or tie, they could fall into that relegation playoff zone. So they are definitely gonna be wanting to get a good result today, as we are, because Vincentini, that was almost his first mistake of the season, at least big mistake of the season. Kind of muffing that right into the feet of the waiting strikers. But it's going to be, they're definitely a team that, I mean, obviously you can see that the way they've come out today, they've really come to play. I'm worried about whether or not we're in it today, considering where our position is kind of confirmed. But it'd be really nice to end off the season with, 15 points out of 15. That'd be excellent, to say the least. So I think I said in the last 10 games I wanted to win 5 of them, and that would mean that we've gotten those 5 wins in a row. But if we want to do that, we have to play better today than we've played so far, because it hasn't looked great so far. Look, we might have a counterattack here though. Silva with the ball puts it up to the striker Guillermo Paredes. We lose out to Palacios. Good tackle by Palacios there. Palacios puts it out wide. Amian might get there. He does not get there. Completely loses out to Adriel. Uledo tries to put in a tackle. He misses completely. We're just, sliding in on tackles here, not really making anything happen. Amian putting good pressure on Adriel here. I hope he doesn't slide in from behind. He didn't. Oliveira, again, Amian, but he kept putting pressure a little bit, maybe too much. Kind of got stuck up there, and Vincentini with a good block there. And well done, yeah. Amian kind of wanted to look like he was trying to make up for his his missed tackle by pressuring them, but he got stuck pressuring them a little bit too high, and their player got out of it, and it was able to put in the guy on the wing there. But we still have the second half to play here. Hopefully we can get the points. Teixeira here to Laredo. Looks like we're gonna have the first highlight of the second half. Find Silva, Firmino, Paredes, and Paredes puts a great header in, a great ball in by Firmino. He's been on a scoring run lately, but this time he gets the assist. As you see, Firmino here. And Paredes, I mean, he could have headed down, but headed like a cross goal. Looked like he took that one down to the chest for a second. But yeah, I just put it right over the goalkeeper, into that side netting on the near side here, but his far side. And we're up 1-0, and that puts us into 6th place. Looks like they have a highlight here. Giving a little bit too much time here. Good tackling by Vash Cruz. Vash Cruz gets out to Guillermo Paredes, who loses out to Oliveira. Paredes hasn't, he scored the goal, but on his kind of solo runs, he's kind of been losing the ball a little bit too much for my liking. Delica cuts inside and takes a shot, but it's always rising. It looked like. Another highlight here. I think they're definitely going after it right now. Amian has an open goal, and he slots it away. I thought I wasn't because yeah, their goalkeeper kind of came out and kind of got lost in the shuffle there. Amian, I don't even know if he saw that the goal was open. Yeah, he just he was way out, and he just, I mean, Amian, and then he just like noticed and just slots. I mean, one of the easiest goals you could possibly score. Just passed it to the back of the net, pretty much, and we're up 2-0. We've definitely improved from our start at the beginning of the game. We didn't start off the game too well. Talika here, Paredes, Talika, to Silva, to Paredes, Talika, and Talika scores today. Everybody seems to be getting into the action today. Great football so far from us. Great interchange of play. People making good runs. Talika making that excellent run. You'd expect Talika and Guillem to making, switching positions there, with Paredes making the run and Talika finding him. But they did a good job there, which is nice to see. Laredo looks to be tired, and he is on a yellow. Let's bring on Gabriel Bove, who has played well here at the end of the season. Got a player of the match. With Rui Teixeira out, the captain of the team. I forgot to state that he was the captain of this year, this team. Bring on Bay for Silva. Silva hasn't had the best game, but everybody around him has played well. So not everybody can get in on the fun. Bring on. Let me see what we have on the bench here. Monteiro. And it's likely his last game for young lady. Yeah, obviously, our relationship has kind of definitely fallen apart. I don't know if he's still angry at me. He might be. I wouldn't hold it. Because I didn't play him as much. And I haven't played him that much since he, basically demanded a transfer. So he's probably definitely leaving. He might have his contract might be up actually. But yeah, I mean, it looks like we finished in sixth. That's a couple, about a month or two ago, if you had told me we would have finished sixth and we were kind of here in 9th, 10th, or 11th, I would have doubted it. But we've definitely, finished with, what is it, five wins in a row, and all those games. I mean, all clean sheets, pretty convincing. That's really great to see. So yeah, let's get back into back to the home screen. Alright guys, so this is, like I was saying, I mean, look at these games we won. We did not allow a goal in the last 5 games. Differential of, what was it, 13 to 0. 6 for our last 7. Really great to see. This is definitely what I wanted to, I said I wanted to go into next season with a little bit of momentum. This is definitely what I wanted to see. For sure. It looks like it's going to be Gondomar and Academia Coimbra who are going to be promoted with, let's see who's going to come down. Looks like Portimonense and Varzim. I believe they also just went up, so it seems like the teams that are going up only have one game and then they're back down. So that'll be interesting. See if Gondomar and Academica can change that. Now let's. I'm going to simulate. I'm gonna simulate a little bit farther. Look at our awards and all that stuff, and kind of do a little preview for next season. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. So this is We have some new additions, new additions to the best 11 Union Leiria. I don't think I've showed you this, but this is our current best 11. Bonet in goal. You can see why he was great for us. Vash Cruz has moved in. Ikic, Benny. Ikic has been here for 2 seasons, played really well. Benny had a great season for us. Mian has played really well this season, I think. Kaká, maybe he deserves it, but that could be, we could argue about that. Rui Teixeira and Pepo. It's interesting to see Pepo in there. Rui Teixeira, I agree with. Firmino, deserved. Andres Azevedo was great for us, though. But Silva, he's had a great season. Talika, he's been really good for us. Jorginho's still up top. I thought maybe Paredes would nick it after the season he had this year. But he's on the bench, along with the likes of... Oh, well, he's on the bench. That's really interesting. I'm surprised Amoson's not out there. Andres Azevedo is... Joel Lima's there. Vincenzini, who's had a great season. So yeah, those are new additions. Let's look at the awards. Hugh Firmino won Fans Player of the Season. Deserved. He played really well. Let's look at his stats. I mean, he seemed to be scoring goals regularly down the end of the season. I mean, 9 goals, 5 assists on the right wing spot. Missed a few games. Didn't really miss a few games, but kind of. Tato kind of, took his spot for a while. But Firmino definitely, when I think his performances at the end of the season have really earned him that. Rui Teixeira with goal of the season. Let's look at that. As you can see, Talika here finds. Oh, this is the game. Yeah, this is. I mean, he couldn't have kicked it harder. He could have. I mean, if he would have hit somebody, he would have taken somebody's head off. Yeah, this is the game where we had the lead. Tied 2-2, and then things happened. Signing of the season, Paredes. I agree. He was a great signing considering we needed a consistent striker. He was really good for us. Silva, young player of the season. I agree. 22 years old. Has really made that 10 spot, the attacking mid spot, his own. Really great to see. Definitely, definitely deserved from them. Top goal scorer, Paredes. Firmino with the highest average rating. Paredes had 11 assists as well. So a good, 14 goals and 11 assists. Good to see that he's, I think he was second highest assists in the league, which is great to see out of our striker. Loureiro with some great pass completion. Silva had most player of the matches. And you know the rest about Grimshaw and his exploits. But yeah, I mean, we finished. This is finished above where we thought we could do. Not great average attendance, but people are gonna fill up a 20,000 seats capacity stadium in a second division team for a team that's not even playing. Good, but they're not top of the table or anything. I get pretty happy with that. End of the season meeting didn't go very well because I said we can be one of the top teams next year, and they're like, what did you just say? I think we can, with a few signings. Not right now. That was probably my mistake. But yeah, guys. I mean, that's it. Thank you guys so much for really an amazing season. It was a lot of fun this season. A lot of frustration on my part. Because of our inconsistency. But either way, it was fun. We made a lot of strides this year. Great to see us finish off the season so well. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mom and dad. Uncles, cousins, grandparents. Tell your dog. And all that good stuff. And stay toasted, my friends.